Yes, welcome back to another episode of Those Car Dudes. Today we'll be working on Nathan's E30.
And today we're going to be showing you how to bleed your brakes. The reason why you want to bleed your brakes and get all the air bubbles out of your lines is because when there's air trapped inside, you're going to have something called brake fade, and your brakes are not going to be working as good as they should be. So there's just a couple of things we need for this job. The first of all is brake fluid. Just to top that up, once we've got some of the old brake fluid out, this is a .4 in this case. We've got a 7mm wrench to undo the brake bleeder screw. It may be different in your case, but mine's a 7mm. We've just got a plastic tube here that's going to fit nicely over the bleeder screw. And you can also get a brake bleeder bottle, which is another way of bleeding the brakes, but in this case we've just got a tube and a handy dandy ice cream tub where it's going to catch it. We've also just got our jack and jack stands to keep the car up, and we're good to go. We want to make sure that we are bleeding the calipers that are furthest away from the brake master cylinder first. So in my case, the furthest wheel from the brake master cylinder is on the right rear side. Now, where I fill up my brake fluid under my bonnet is actually on the other side to the master cylinder. So my master cylinder is on the front left of the car. So I'm going to start with the rear right wheel, and I'm going to move to the rear left wheel, and then the driver's side wheel, and then the passenger wheel last, working my way from the furthest to the closest caliper to the master cylinder. First thing you want to do is locate your bleeder screw. So mine is over here, it's got a little rubber hat on there, pretty groovy. And you're just going to take that off, and then you are going to get your wrench and your tube, and you're going to pop that onto the bleeder screw, just like that. And you're going to locate the bolt nut part, put your wrench on there, and you want to get your friend in the car. So that's my friend. Hello, JD. What a guy. He's going to be inside the car, and he's going to be pumping the brakes as I loosen and tighten this bleeder screw. So here we are behind the brake caliper, and you can see me popping the ring spanner on there because it was slipping with the normal spanner. Popping the tube on, and I'm talking to JD, getting him to pump the brakes up. So here he is pumping the brakes up inside the car, and he's going to hold the brake pedal down just like that. And as he's holding it down, that is when I release the pressure of the bleeder screw, and the brake fluid will come out. So he's still holding on to that pedal, and you can see it moving as the pressure is let out, the pedal goes down. Then I can tighten it up and get him to pump it up again with the bleeder screw tight in the brake caliper. He's pumping it up, holding it down, and I can release it again. There we go, and more brake fluid flowing through with the pedal going down. You can see a couple of air bubbles in there from the brake line, but nothing too much. These brakes aren't too bad. Get him to do it one more time, just pumping the brake pedal as hard as you can and holding it down as I release the pressure while he's holding it down, letting the brake fluid flow and his pedal going to the floor. And after that I tighten it up, and I can pull the tube off. JD can let go of the brake pedal, and I just pop that rubber hat on there. While your friend is pumping the brakes and you're checking the lines and bleeding them, you also want to keep a close eye on the level of your brake fluid. So you might need to top it up every now and again, so get a funnel because you don't want to get this stuff all over your hands, and just keep topping this bad boy up. So once we've done all of that, we just got to chuck the wheel back on. Easy as that. Do you want to admit that BMWs are race cars from the factory?
Wah, wah.
Just admit it, bro. Just admit it. You love BMWs.
I can't admit it. Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why I can't admit it?
Why?
Look. Look what's parked in your road, Nathan.
Oh, he's talking about his Datsun again. Mate. You could have a Datsun or you could have a factory built race car, bro.
Mate, I don't have cars with pimples. Look at this, okay? Just look at it.
It's not a pimple, it's just... No, don't squeeze it. Whatever you do, you'll probably chip the paint off it. That's just, it adds character. Yep. Trust me, bro, you want a BMW.
No, I don't.
Your argument is invalid. You drive a Datsun.
Why would I want a BMW? BMWs suck.
Oh, I'm turning the camera off. That's you've gone straight. You've gone too far. You've gone too far.
Okay, compare your BM, whatever you want to call it, to anything else. Anything, name it. A banana. Banana's way better. Gives you potassium. What does a BMW give you? Nothing.
Thrills.
A plus M?
No, it gives you thrills.
Thrills?
Thrills.
Mate,
It's a race car.
I've never
It helps you win races against
never
Datsuns.
had a thrill in a BMW before.
That's because you... What? No, hang on. I have footage. I have footage of you getting a thrill out of a BMW. Have a look at this. You never know. No, you can't. So much for let your car cool down, eh? And there you go, limiter bashing it.
I just had to. I'm sorry. The gear still came up. I know what you mean. When you boost in the E30, it just comes off.
So guys, what do you think of that? Was that a thrill? I think it was. Your argument is invalid. You like BMWs. Admit it.
So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. That is how you bleed your brakes.
Yeah, well thanks you heaps for watching. We've had some awesome feedback from some of our videos. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. And we will see you next video. JD, you won't be at the skid pad, will you?
No, unfortunately not. We will be making a video though on the police force that we have in New Zealand and the great job that they do in pulling people over, especially driving skylines, and the things they find wrong, which will be more explained. But yeah, not a skid pad for me. But hey, I'm still gonna come along, do some footage, and yeah, just try and make it easier for, you know, the rest of the boys.
Yeah, we'll all be there, but yes, that's a bit of a shame. You poor thing. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks heaps for watching. He's just gonna have a bit of a cry, and we're gonna eat some lunch. Peace out. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to look like a chipmunk, you're like, okay, go.
Ah, it's gonna rain.
Action!
It's gonna rain, bro.
It's not, quickly. I'm hungry, I haven't had lunch. I'm really frustrated right now because my stomach is empty and I know there's spaghetti bolognese in the fridge.
Mean, okay.
For me. Sorry, I don't know if there's enough for
Bro,
you.
I had lunch, man. I had a chicken.
Oh, don't tell me about that
with
now,
like
man.
mayonnaise and aioli
Come on,
and
I'm hungry.
potato salad and
Oh, potato salad.
peas, and we had some, yeah,
Okay.
some buns as well.
Anyway, we
fresh,
better end this video.
fresh from the bakery.
We better end this video because
Let's
otherwise we're going to look unprofessional.
end it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ended.